In the same way that people kind of misunderstood my point on that Tim Pool video, it's my fault that I clipped it in such a way that they didn't understand the context that I meant.
If you really intended not to change anything, then you just
wouldn't change anything. Exactly.
Yeah, you wouldn't do anything or at all or issue any kind of statement.
Yep. It's almost like they are, very slowly, wanting to change something.
Almost like they want to change. Almost like Catholicism, as in the Bible, is stupid and doesn't fucking work after a certain point in human history.
Huh? And Matt knows it. He knows that this is a big loss for him. You can see it all over his face, all over his despondent reaction.
This is Cope. See, this is Cope. That's Cope. No, you cannot see it. He is one of the most stoic-faced motherfuckers on the internet. Come on. This is what I get frustrated with on the atheist side, on the leftist side. It's like, you already won. You already won. You have the correct position that all this religious stuff and the reaction to the statement is overblown. And that demonstrates why letting dogma run your brain is a bad thing. You already won that. Why do you have to shove homophobia into it? Why do you have to shove, oh, look at his face, you can tell? What can you tell from his face? You can tell nothing from his face. His despondent reaction. No. That doesn't, why? Why does everybody have to go one step too far? You could just be like, hey, I'm not a fan of the Daily Wire, but I think, they do whatever, but here is where they happen to be wrong. I don't get it. So the Soul said small incremental changes, sort of like what big corporations have done with our food ingredients the last 60 years. Yep, you don't notice until your country's overflowing with disease and gluttony. I mean, this is for so many things. A lot of the first thing that came to mind, was in dating. The typical thing you see is, remember they talked about the beta-tization by 1,000 cuts or by 1,000 concessions. And so girls will shit test you that you're dating. They want to see, are you a real man? Let me, let's see what's going on here. And you fail one test. And it's like, oh, okay, the respect has gone down a little bit. And now they're going to test, all right, maybe I'll give you a chance to get back up. And you fail that test. And you fail that test. And it's little by little by little by little by little by little by little. And now 7 years into a marriage, she has zero respect for you. And you have no idea what happened. Or, any number of things. I would say I like the Daily Wire, despite many of their dogmatic creators, not because of it. Exactly. I said dilly dilly to that. Hell yeah. And I personally like a lot of the atheist creators, despite their dogmatic beliefs. It works both ways. So this is the difference between the right and the left. And IJ is right that we need to take this nuance and run with it. Bingo. You got it. So is this guy accusing Matt of being homophobic? Yep. I think homophobe is his go-to word for anyone who is against homosexuality. I really hate that word. He obviously does not watch Matt on the regular. No, of course not. But that's the problem. We can't expect people to, in the same way you don't watch him not Matt. You don't watch Rationality Rules regularly, which you would not be expected to. That's not how the world works. In the same way that people kind of misunderstood my point on that Tim Pool video, it's my fault that I clipped it in such a way that they didn't understand the context that I meant. If you watched that, as you guys were watching, especially the Christians, you understood what I was saying. But when I clipped it out of context, and because I knew what I was thinking, I expected other people to understand it. But I got like a whole bunch of hate on that, which is fine. I mean, you live and you learn. But the problem is I can't expect all those people to know what's in my head. All I can expect them to do is react to the words that I've spoken into the microphone. And so it doesn't matter that he doesn't watch Matt on the regular. The fact that this video exists outside of Matt on the regular means that anybody can come across it and come up with the idea that, oh, Matt Walsh must be a dick. He must be a homophobe. He must hate gays. He must do this. And they never have to think about it again. That is too easy. You're making it too easy. They do the same thing. And we know, like, oh, okay, if you, even little things, like if you start with your pronouns, like, hey, I'm let, she, him, then it's like, oh, okay, that's a red flag there. I know that, okay, you're in different circles or whatever, but not something that, oh, I'm not going to talk to you. But if you talk about the wage gap between the genders, then it's like, okay, now I really understand where you're coming from. And we can't expect everybody to know everybody else's entire catalog. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that clip, check out the full live stream link in the bio and catch me live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. See you there.